guys, I'm Tim with Original Strength, and this week I was going to introduce part 3 of building strong abs. So if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, check those out because we're on to part 3. And so the movement I want to show you this week is rotational. So I know, okay, it goes back to what you want and what you need. You may think you want strong abs, but what you need is a strong center. And if you think about your center as a cylinder, you have the front, the sides, and the back. Really, guys, we want all of this strong, not just the pretty part or the part we want to be pretty that's not really pretty, but it would be pretty if we could eat right and had good hormones and, you know, we moved a lot. But we all have a six-pack. Some of us we see, some of us we don't see. Anyway, we don't just want the part we see to be strong. We want the other parts that we would still see to be strong if we were shirtless or whatever. Anyway, we want the whole center to be strong. So this week's movement builds off of what we've been doing the last few times or last few videos on part 1 or 2. We're going to start here. The knees pulled up towards the chest with the tailbone off the floor. And we're going to start so we've done windshield wipers. This is the windshield wiper. So we're working on rotational strength right now, And this is a phenomenal movement in and of itself because it's a reset and it's so good for your spine, and it helps establish some reflexive strength in your center. But we can also use this as a strength training movement as well by lengthening our levers and making the levers longer. So now it takes a little bit more, well, you're just gonna feel a lot more muscular action when you lengthen those levers. Ideally, you still want to keep your shoulder blades on the floor, even though your levers are lengthened. So you don't want when you rotate over to pull your shoulders off the floor. Okay, you want to try to keep those shoulders down, and if that's not a possibility, just go as far over as you can where your shoulder blades stay on the ground. So if it's only here, it's only here. However, if you've got good range of motion and you can keep your shoulders all the way down and you're good with lengthening the levers, we can practice lengthening and holding and just breathing here. So now we're still working time under tension, breathing. And then we can go to the other side and just breathe, kind of like an isometric hold. And I know I told you that this was part 3, but I'm gonna just kind of go ahead and give you all the little pieces that you can have inside of this rotational component. So we can do windshield wipers with knees bent, and we can step that up by lengthening the levers, and we can step that up by just holding and breathing. And then we can also step up by, we're going to shorten these levers here. We're going to shorten the arms and use the elbows as a leverage point to push against into the floor. And this allows us to add speed. So now we have another variable, speed. And if you get good at speed, you can lengthen those levers again and add speed to that. However, cautiously explore that one. All right, so that is part 3 of building strong abs. And it's not just about the front, it's about the sides and the back as well. It's about your entire center. So, if you haven't looked at parts 1 and 2, check those out. This is part 3, and have fun with this, explore it. I think you'll find that, man, you do have some muscles in your center when you start playing with those levers, a lot of time under tension, especially when you start playing with speed. All right, give that a shot this week. Let us know what you think. I'm Tim with Original Strength, and we'll see you next time.
If you're not moving as well as you want to, find an original strength coach near you, or come to one of our pressing reset workshops. Thanks for watching.